So here come the players for the second of our quarterfinals. It's men's doubles led out by the Japanese pair of Hirokatsu Hashimoto and Noriyasu Hirata. They're up against the English combination of Chris Adcock and Andrew Ellis. So the Japanese players in the red shirts, the English in the blue.
Yellow or black? Yellow. That's for you.
For the English combination, well, this their second quarterfinal in a Super Series event. Of course, they reached the quarterfinal of the China Masters. And they reached that quarterfinal by beating their opponents of today. Well, if they were to win this match, there'd be a new territory because they've never been as far as a semi-final in Super Series events. As we look at 24-year-old Andrew Ellis, born in Leeds, tall man at 6'1". They were quarterfinalists here last year at the French Open, lost a thrilling quarterfinal to Mats Conrad Pedersen and Jonas Rasmussen. And many badminton fans will now start to recognise this left-hander, Chris Adcock, 22 years of age, because he and Imogen Bankia of Scotland reached the final of the recent World Championships in Wembley. Only formed their partnership at the end of 2009, with Adcock and Ellis. Only 3 tournaments that year. Then Chris Adcock started playing, or continued playing, with Robert Blair in early 2010, and then they reformed their partnership at this sort of time last year, Danish Open, French Open. So we're looking at Hirokatsu Hashimoto, 25 years of age, and here's his partner, Noriyasu Hirata, 27 years of age, Hirata, so he's going to turn 28 next month, 17th November to be precise. Number 10 in the world ranking, English combination, are down 3 places from last week, down to 23 in the world ranking. But as far as the English pair are concerned, well, what a result they had yesterday. Probably the best result of their careers so far, because they beat the reigning Olympic champions, the number 7 seeds Marcus Kido and Hendra Setiawan of Indonesia, in 2 straight games, 21-17, 21-19, having disposed of Bosch and Rida of the Netherlands in the opening round in 3 games. So yesterday's result for the English pair, absolutely outstanding. For Hashimoto and Hirata, both of their previous matches have been in 2 straight games. In the first round, they had to play the qualifiers, Vitaly Dorkin and Alexander Nikolayenko of Russia. 21-16, 21-10 that first round, and then in the second round against the Chinese combination, Hong Wei and Shen Wei. 22-20, 21-15, and remember, of course, the Chinese pair had put out the number 4 seeds in the first round, Ko Sung-hyun and Yu Young-sung.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chris Adcock, Andrew Ellis, England. On my left, Hirokatsu Hashimoto, Noriyasu Hirata, Japan. Chris Adcock to serve, to Noriyasu Hirata. Love all, play.
So 2 unseeded pairs. A semi-final place beckons for one of them.
Service over, 1 love.
It would certainly be new territory as far as Adcock and Ellis are concerned. Whereas Hashimoto and Hirata won a Super Series event this year. That was the Indian Super Series. Beat Pratama and Suputra of Indonesia in that final, having disposed of the number 1 seeds Kukian Kiat and Tambu Hyung of Malaysia in the semi-final. That was in New Delhi. Perhaps more used to these big occasions. The Japanese pair. It'll be very interesting to see how the youngsters from England respond to this. They'll certainly be full of confidence following yesterday's victory over the Olympic champions. And certainly that point will help settle the nerves. So as I say, only one previous meeting between these two pairs. That was in the last 16 of the China Masters this year. And victory to the English combination. We need to draw on that experience for today's quarterfinal.
Service over. 2-3. Service over.
Clever play from Hirata, just changing the pace.
Service over.
Yeah, good variation of placement of smash from Andy Ellis.
3-4.
Setting up his left-handed partner. One smash down Hashimoto's backhand side, then switching to his forehand. Good awareness.
Service fault call.
Oh, service fault call.
Service over.
Struck above the waist, says the service judge.
5-3.
Andy Ellis just inquiring what the problem was, and I think that was a jolly good spot. I thought that was high too. Ooh, it's called good.
3.
Well, slight confusion in the English camp there. Yeah, plumb on the line. Six-3.
Service over. 4-6.
Oh, the luck of the net ball. Seemed to rush that low serve, though. Across Adcock.
Service over.
Good
7-5.
return serve. Return and third shot tends to set up the tone of the rally. Therefore, very, very important.
Service over. 6-7. Court. Service over. 8-6.
Good combination play by the Japanese pair. There's the block, gets them back onto the attack. Channel attack down the centre of the court in between the two English players. Narrows the angle of reply and therefore the chance for the net player to get involved. Really hunting the shuttle at the net now, Japanese players. Look at that. Off balance, but look how well his partner Hashimoto moves forward to cover the open spaces. Pushed it wide.
Service over. 7-10.
The only title that the English pair have ever won was the Irish International at the end of last year.
Service over, 11-7 interval.
But it's the Japanese pair who have the advantage at the mid-game interval. 4-point advantage to be precise. Actually from Indonesia. He's happy with his players so far. 3 career titles for the Japanese. They're stranded on that last one, weren't they? Hashimoto and Hirata.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
It's interesting that this man, Hirata, lists his idols, sporting idols, as Chandra Wijaya and Sigit Budiarto, Indonesian men's doubles pair, who won the World Championships,
11-7.
of course, in 1997.
Play.
There are the English coaches, Peter Jeffrey and Julian Robertson. Oh, it's called good.
13-7.
Chris Adcock doesn't like the call. Jules Kevé, our umpire from France, looked a little surprised but didn't overrule the call. That's definitely wide, no question of that one.
14-7. Yeah.
Slightly late in his preparation for the defensive shot. That's why he made the error. Well, they've won 7 of the last 8 points. Have Hashimoto and Hirata.
Service over. 8-14. Quick, please. Yeah. Quick one. Thank you, gentlemen.
Well, talking of idols, Andrew Ellis, this Muhammad Ali and Andre Agassi. That's his sporting idols. Oh my goodness, it crept over.
9-14.
Well, that could not have been closer. Good rotational play from the English pair.
10-14.
Managing to stay on the attack. Hit from the back of the court, move forward straight. It's one of the ways in which men's doubles has really developed in the last few years. It used to be very much that attacking formation was one player at the front, one player at the back, but now you almost have the sides attack formation, especially with a left and right-handed combination. As the left-hander, Adcock would have moved out across court had the lift been cross, and therefore Andy Ellis, having smashed straight from deep in his forehand corner, moves forward to look for the straight reply. Good flick serve.
11-14.
Very good flick serve. Goodness me. Clever. Very clever play. Delicate little block from Chris Adcock. And they've closed the gap to just 2 points on a run of 5 straight points. That's gone wide, make it a run of 6 straight points.
14-14.
Now, just 1 point in it. They're working well together now, Adcock and Ellis. Seven straight points from 7-14 down to 14 all. Another good flick serve. Yeah, would you believe it? How quickly they've turned this around. Suddenly they've started to hunt the shuttle, the English pair. Kept themselves on the attack, mixed up the pace. Well,
16-14. Play, please.
9 straight points. Yeah, they look a little bit bewildered, don't they, the Japanese pair?
Service over. 15-16.
Well, that run of 9 points has certainly put a different complexion on this opening game. I, for one, thought that Hashimoto and Hirata appeared to be cruising.
Service over.
Good return, tight spinning net shot.
17-15.
It's all out attack now that they've settled the nerves.
15.
The English pair. Look how deep the Japanese are in their defensive stance. Well, that's just unbelievably quick from Andy Ellis.
15.
Did so well to control it. plays the block, immediately moves forward, as indeed he should. Well, now,
Play, please.
just 2 points away from taking this opening game.
Game point, 15.
They've just won 13 of the last 14 points. And now, 5 game points.
Out.
No service short.
16-20.
That's gone wide this time, second time of asking. And Chris Adcock and Andy Ellis convert.
21-16.
21-16. What a remarkable run. 14 of 16 points from 7-14 down. And they take the opening game in 16 minutes of play.
Return to the centre is good. I was going centre, but it's comfortable here. That's okay. And you hit 3 great flicks. Yeah, 3 great flicks. That really worked for us. Okay. Same intensity, relaxed, good decisions. Where to hit, where to poke. You're pressing the net well, mate. Yeah.
Well, this Japanese combination, Hirokatsu Hashimoto and Noriyasu Hirata, must be wondering what on earth happened in that opening game, having led 14-7.
Second game.
Well,
Love all. Play.
they'll need all their character to try and come back from that disappointment. Meanwhile, of course, the English pair, oh well, bit of confusion there.
Service over.
The English pair will be full of confidence, but what they mustn't do is get carried away with themselves. They're a little over-ambitious, both of them going forward to the front of the court.
Service over. 1-all. Yeah.
This quarter-final encounter, of course, from the top end of the draw. And the winner of this match will play the winners of the world champions, Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng of China, or Mohamed Hassan and Bono Septono of Indonesia.
Service over. 2-all.
Oh, yes.
Service over. Yeah. 3-2.
Huge gap at the front of the court there. Oh, found by Chris Adcock.
Service over. 3.
Dissecting the English players, in between them, both leaving it for the other. They look a little concerned, don't they, the English coaches? These set plays,
4-3.
Setting it up. There, the cross-court smash from Adcock, really inviting the straight lift, which of course is going up towards the Andy Ellis forehand side. Lovely play.
Service over. 4-all.
No, there hasn't been more than 1 point in it so far in this second game. All level at the moment.
Service over.
It's a tight return of serve.
5-4.
Just long.
Service over. 5-all.
A little nod from the umpire to confirm that the call was correct. Indeed it was.
Service over.
Well, there's the change of pace again
6-5.
from Chris Adcock. He really has been playing that so well today, taking all pace out of the shuttle, but still keeping it going down in very steep direction.
Thank you. Six-5.
Of course, this Japanese pair, not only winners of the Indian Superseries event earlier this year, also reached the final of the Asian Badminton Championships in Chengdu, China. Lost out to Kaiyun and Fu Haifeng in the final. In fact, this Japanese pair were the only non-Chinese players throughout all of finals day. Every other final, all Chinese battle.
6-all. Service over. 7-6.
Yeah, it was a miss that came off the frame. Yeah, for an easy opportunity for Hashimoto. Oh, incredible shot from Hirata.
8-6.
Goodness me, he did well there. Wasn't a bad return of serve. First time we've had a 2 points difference between these two pairs here in this second game. Oh, incredible. The leap in the air, vicious slice across the feathers. brings the shuttle down so steeply. Racket still comes through very quickly. With the shuttle
Play, please.
not travelling that fast, that's how the deception is created. Oof.
Service over. 9-7.
Right, broke the strings of his racket with that smash, did Andy Ellis, but still managed to control it. Oof. Just got him on the back there, but he's okay.
Thank you. You want to test, Andrew? Thank you.
Just testing the new racket.
8-9, play. Service over. 10-8. Service over.
Yeah, good power play.
9-10.
Yes, the powerful smash becomes so much more effective when you've been mixing up the pace with drops and slices, different angles. What good defence from Andy Ellis, stepping into that defensive shot, driving the shuttle back.
Gentlemen. Hirokatsu.
Back level.
You can ask for explanation, but no pressure on the line as a service check, okay? Thank you. Hey! 11-10 interval.
So, to the mid-game interval, the English combination with the slenderest of leads. Just 1 point in it. 10 down. 3 straight points.
Keep using the flick. We'll drop in a bit short. Yeah, well, a wide one you've been doing for there. So let's just keep thinking about that, because that's the only area that they can pummel us in the first 3 shots. Other than that, we're good. Yeah. So keep thinking about the middle.
Can't really hear what Peter Jeffries is saying to his players. He said something was good, which goes without saying.
Thank you, coach. On court, please. (11-10). Play. Service over. 11-all.
No, it's too flat, it's gone long.
11.
It's a good rally.
12-all.
Great lift, mate. Great lift.
Hirokatsu, you want to test? Yeah. Thank you. Play.
Good flick serve again. Need a couple of those in the opening game. From that moment, the Japanese pair were under severe pressure. And the English combination go back into the lead. He's using that flick a lot. Hashimoto's beginning to wait for it.
15-12. Yeah.
Still managed to be positive within the rally.
No, stay on top.
Yeah, 2 down the backhand side. And then switches to the forehand with his smash. And for the first time in this second game, we've had more than a 2-point difference between the two pairs. 3-point advantage to the English combination. That push is long.
16-12.
Really have been so positive, looking for every opportunity to attack. English pair. I think Japanese slightly surprised by the variation of that attack. Well, creeping ever closer to their first ever Super Series semi-final. Six straight points. There's the set play. Oof, that's wild. Got a little carried away in that rally to the English pair. I do feel that the Japanese pair need to get themselves on the attack a little more if they want to win this encounter. I'm a little bit passive, due in part to the English players' good attacking play, but due in part that they haven't taken enough initiative themselves. Here's the opportunity, yeah.
14-17.
Towards the right hip, and the Ellis.
Play.
Oh, good serve from Hirata.
15-17.
Instead of going for the tee, just towards that right shoulder of the left-hander. It's a clever play. How many times has he done that in this encounter?
15.
The change of pace from Chris Adcock at the front of the court. Steep little dink shot just over, but in a steep downward direction.
Rack it up, Chris.
Service over.
Tried the same thing.
16,
Didn't
18.
work on that occasion. That's fast.
17,
Yeah, better movement,
18.
better positioning by Hirata and Hashimoto. Winning shot from Hirata. Really positive at the net. Well, 5 of the last 6 points. Playing the Japanese way. He's suddenly taken the initiative as Hirata at the front of the court.
Yep.
All level. 18 all. Defensive shot is long of the back line.
19-18.
Now the English pair, just 2 tantalising points from their first ever Super Series semi-final. Got to put that out of their minds, just got to focus on the next points. Think about the serve and the third shot. Good serve it was too. Oh, there was a big gap there. He knew it.
19-all.
Nerves getting the better of Andy Ellis.
Play, please.
19 all. It's all going to be about nerves now. Once again, it's Hirata stepping forward to the next.
19.
Real effort to take the shuttle early. And he's earned himself and his partner a game point opportunity to close out this second game and send this quarter-final to a decider. Yeah, indeed, and how fitting that it was Noriyasu Hirata that played the winning shot.
Noriyasu Hirata, 21-19. 1 game all. 9
of the last 11 points going the Japanese way, and it means that they take the second game 21-19, and we will be treated to a third and deciding game.
Final game. Love all. Play.
So as the umpire calls, third and final game. Well, two unseeded pairs. And as far as the English combination of Chris Adcock and Andy Ellis are concerned, they have to put out of their minds the fact that they had that 17-12 lead in the second game, having won the first. There's Park Javal, head coach to the Japanese team, former world and Olympic champion from South Korea.
1-all.
Way long with that back line. Well, right idea. He's had so much success with changing the pace. But really didn't hit through that shot enough. Chris Adcock. Just seemed to poke his racket at the shuttle. No real follow through. Tremendous rallies now. Well, he was the dominant force towards the end of that second game, was Hirata. Cheerleaders here in the Pierre de Coubertin Stadium in Paris. Been buzzing all week as this arena. Oh! Round the back shot from Ellis. I don't think he realised it even hit the shuttle. There's the look of surprise. Elevation on that jump smash from Hashimoto.
Stay on box. Yeah, it's open.
Well, the Japanese didn't want the shuttle changed, but the umpire agrees with the English that the shuttle is broken.
Thank you. 6-4.
There's a run of 4 straight points.
Andrew.
Ellis is beginning to lose his discipline. Going for shots that aren't really on. Did so well earlier in the match about building the rally. Just lost their way a little bit. Yeah. Run of 5 straight points comes to an end.
Service over. 8-5.
Oh, it's just long. Neither of the English players are covering that. Oh, very fortunate indeed.
Quick, please.
The umpire allowing all 4 players the opportunity to tell that. This match in progress 50 minutes now.
Six, 8. Play.
Well, perhaps a little too many flick serves to Hashimoto now.
Service over.
Well, he earned his own luck there.
9-6.
Good Hirata.
Hashimoto. No aggressive with the eye, okay?
Not sure I understood that. Something about that with the eye. Yeah, well, they're all out attack now. In the second game, when they were 12-17 down, I suggested that the Japanese pair needed to take more initiative. And they certainly have now. Good aggressive play, relentless attack. My coach is looking a little more relaxed, but still plenty of instruction.
Service over. 7-10.
Yeah, just inside the back line. Deciding game.
11-7 interval. Change hands.
So it's a 4-point advantage to Hashimoto and Hirata as the players change ends in this deciding game. By his gestures, because I can't hear what he's saying. The English coach appears to be saying continue with taking some of the pace out, look for the little blocks, move forward.
Thank you. 11-7. Play. Hashimoto.
Yeah, they've just lost their touch now. Adcock and Ellis trying still to do the right things. Yep. A little block, but it's just not working for them. 1 or 2 errors. Well, remember in the opening game, they had been 7-14 down before coming back to win it. So 8-12 deficit is not beyond the realms of possibilities. Yeah, just flicking Hashimoto far too often now. He's waiting for that. Don't understand that tactic. Unless, of course, Ellis has lost confidence on his low serve. Oh, tried to leave that, did Chris Adcock, but he didn't get his racket out of the way in time. Look at this, he tries to pull his racket away and it still hits the frame. Good flick. Yeah. Couldn't penetrate with the attacking play, the English pair. And that was the one that turned the momentum of the rally around. The block from Hirata. Bit in between the two English players, the final smash, and both looking at each other. Well, probably should have been Chris Adcock's the player on the cross-court, usually takes the one down the middle. And it's looking very much as if the Japanese now will come through this contest, because that was long of the back line as well, and now an 8-point advantage to Hashimoto and Hirata. Yeah, really long.
Service over. 9-16.
Well, it's a case of now or never as far as the English are concerned. Remember, they had a run of 9 straight points in the opening game. How desperately they'd like to do that again now. Oh, great net shot. Well, there's certainly no lack of effort or belief, urging himself on, Andy Ellis.
Noriyasu. Service over. 17-10.
Too much pressure.
Sur le terrain numéro 2, accueillons maintenant en le court number 2, next in UK, avec le Japon from Japan, Keniki Tago.
Down the middle again, the English pair are in disarray. Japanese pair with 3 points from defeat in this second game when they were trailing 15-18.
19-10.
Now they're just 2 points away from victory. What a comeback.
Want to test, Chris?
He was already
Thank you.
getting ready to run off court and change that broken racket. It's a good rally.
20, match point 10.
Weathered the storm, did the Japanese pair. Onslaught of attack there from the English combination. And now
Play, please.
Hashimoto and Hirata have 10 match points.
Game.
Only needed the one. Great comeback by Hirata and Hashimoto when they were 12-17 down in that second game and 15-18 down. They looked as if
Match won by Hirokatsu.
they would probably
Noriyasu,
be
Hirata,
going out.
16-21, 21-19, 21-10.
Umpire confirming the score. 1 hour and 1 minute for that victory. 16-21, 21-19, 21-10 in the deciding game. And it is Hashimoto and Hirata that progress through to the semi-final. Disappointment obvious for the English. They've had a great tournament. Second consecutive year they reached the quarter-final of this French Open Super Series. Once again, confirmation of the scoreline. Coming back from the brink of defeat to fight their way through to the semi-final in an hour and 1 minute.
Alors qu'est-ce qu'on va pouvoir essayer de dire Maison Lafitte dans la place, le Badminton Maison Lafitte dans le 78. Est-ce qu'ils sont là?
Hashimoto.
Les représentants des Philippines sont là. Alors on termine avec un troisième club venu nous rejoindre. Toujours les Philippines, les Volants des Lancours.
Ouais, c'était un peu court ça comme attaque. Oh.
Merci à tous. Bien d'être avec nous pour la finale.